Last week, we talked to you about 6,000 job vacancies in the construction industry. We are going to talk to you today after looking deeper about the Bureau of Development Services in the city of Portland. Turns out they're in a little bit of financial trouble and they've had some layoffs. My name is Sean Tolan. This is CBTV. Let's get right to it. All right, starting off, the Portland Bureau of Development Services handles all of the different inspections, building code enforcement. They collect a lot of the fees for permits, and most of their money is made from large-scale commercial projects that are coming in through regulatory fees and everything like that. Well, it turns out since the COVID-19 pandemic has started, it's been a bit of an economic downturn. And for various other reasons, people have not wanted to come and start large-scale commercial projects. I have right here the report from their website, and I'm going to kind of go into this a little bit. They say that their revenue fees and other charges, they come from those permit fees for large, high valuation commercial projects. They state that the economic downturn has impacted the composition of the projects seeking land use permit approvals, with a sharp decline in high valuation large office, hotel, retail, and apartment projects, which has in turn significantly impacted the Bureau's fee revenue to the point that the monthly revenues do not cover the Bureau's monthly expenditures, requiring a draw on the Bureau's financial reserves each month. Now, the Bureau's expenditures are primarily personnel, so they had few options in reducing costs, according to them, without reducing personnel. And a majority of their leased office space, they're in contracts for that, so they can't really get out of that. And they can't sublet the space because there doesn't seem to be a market for it right now. Now, they've taken steps to reduce expenditures, including mandatory furloughs, pay freezes, a hiring freeze, and eliminating all non-essential expenditures. Through those cost-saving measures, the Bureau is drawing on reserves at an unsustainable rate, and it's unlikely that the Bureau has hit the bottom of the decline, they state, in development activity and corresponding fee revenue. The overall economic downturn is expected to last for at least 3 years, with the development industry's recovery happening at the end of the overall economic recovery. We cannot sustain our current monthly draw on our reserves indefinitely, and further action is required to reduce the gap between revenues and expenditures. Now, if you remember, last week I reported that we had 6,000 construction job vacancies. We have over 1,000 projects running over Portland. A lot of those projects started around 2017, and those numbers were coming from the ongoing projects that are happening that were started between 2017 and 2019 and are still under development, going all the way out to as far as like March 2023 on the Portland Ritz-Carlton. But the new stuff since 2020 and since this economic downturn, and one that they expect to last for the next 3 years, is a little bit of a canary in the coal mine. Hopefully we get a bounce back and that their financial expert estimates are not 100%, but I would like to hear from some of the actual contractors out there, the people who are working on the ground. And if you haven't taken a moment, please hit the like, share this video, subscribe to keep updated on all of the latest construction business news in the Portland area. And I'm going to get right back to it. They're expecting that the combination of both their cost-saving options and layoffs will be needed to reduce the monthly draw on the reserves, because they set money aside in the reserves with the Bureau of Development Services when they're collecting all this money from all of the builders. through all of those permitting fees and everything like that. But the Bureau has begun to work with local economists and its financial advisory committee to develop a thorough and accurate 5-year financial plan. And the economists acknowledged the difficulty in making accurate economic projections in this unusual situation of a public health crisis driving an economic downturn. Now, prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, they had planned on increasing fees over at the Bureau of Development Services for new construction. And they had intended to bring the fee increase proposal to City Council effective July 1st, 2020. They decided to delay these changes due to the economic uncertainty in the spring of 2020. And that was caused by COVID-19 and everything else that was going on. So one thing they note in this report is that the BDS has since moved forward with the fee increases effective December 1st, 2020. So those were in January 2021, those fees are in effect. So they went ahead and went ahead with it. They expect that to generate $1.7 million in revenue and $2.9 million in the next fiscal year. So what they're stating is that we're already in an economic downturn. We expect it to last 3 years. We're not getting as many people coming in, and we have increased fees. So they do state that we need not worry. They're going to continue to prioritize continued inspections to keep construction projects progressing, that they're still going to be open. They're prioritizing permitting for hospitals and clinics so that those kind of businesses, due to COVID-19, can go ahead and get what they need done in a timely fashion. They're also prioritizing the Portland Housing Bureau affordable housing projects, as well as other affordable housing projects to keep those projects moving forward. So there are a number of things going on over at the Bureau of Development Services. I would like to hear about these fee increases, about how the changes at the Portland Development Services has affected you on the ground. We are Construction Business Television. We are part of the Patria company, and we are part of the Quality Trades family. We cater to anything and everything that has to do with the building trades industry. Over at Quality Trades, we have job listings where contractors can post job listings, where prospective employees and part of the labor force can go and try and match up those skill sets. We offer interviews. You have a chance to be featured on our network here and get the word out. Tell your business story on Construction Business Television. With that, we give you a free one-page listing that helps leverage that video so more people get to hear about your business. If you'd like to find out more about that, there will be some links in the description below. Again, my name is Sean Tolan with Construction Business Television, keeping you updated on the news and information that matters to you. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.